Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler was an amazing fight, super exciting, and Chandler is one of the most exciting fighters we've ever seen in the sport, but that doesn't give him the excuse to cheat as much as he does in these fights. Michael Chandler may be the dirtiest fighter in the UFC. This is stemming from the Dustin Poirier fight, where he was fish hooking and blowing snot in Dustin's face and stuff, to now in the Charles Oliveira fight, where it was even worse. He cheated even more against Charles. He almost finished Charles with shots to the back of the head after rocking him. He was grabbing the fence, he was grabbing the gloves, he poked Charles in the eye. I mean, it all started with the first eye poke, which was accidental. Oliveira was moving forward and Michael Chandler, trying to get away, extended his fingers into Oliveira's eye. That was one of two eye pokes in the fight. The other one was after Chandler landed a powerful punch to the face, then extended both of his hands into Oliveira's face, poking him in the eye yet again. And as you can see from Oliveira's reaction here, it's the other eye that got poked. So the first one, it was Oliveira's right eye. The second one was Oliveira's left eye. The guy's about to go blind, showing Michael Bisping a thing or two about winning a fight with no eyes. And then we get into the fence grabs. And the first one was from the first takedown of Oliveira. So when Oliveira pushed Chandler up against the fence and he tried to trip him out, remember when Chandler flipped in order to not get on his back, right? He was only able to do that because he grabbed the top of the fence. Then when he was on the ground, he grabbed the fence again. This one didn't really help him with anything. It was just instinct to grab the fence. Then he grabbed the fence for a third time when Oliveira was trying to get a takedown. Look how he's gripping the fence, making it harder for Oliveira to pull him away from the fence, which he still did. Charles Oliveira still got the takedown, even though Chandler was holding onto the fence. So those are the fence grabs. And then we get into the glove grabs. You can see here, Chandler's hooking on the inside of Oliveira's glove. It's like on the inside of the palm. There's an opening there you could dig your fingers in. Chandler does it here again as Oliveira's protesting to the referee, but little did Oliveira know the referee was against him. In a drunken confusion, Dominic Cruz is right about Keith Peterson. The guy's probably smoking and drinking before these fights, because how is he missing all of this? We get into the back of the head shots. This was the worst. This what told me Keith Peterson had to have been drunk. There was about 7 shots to the back of the head of Charles Oliveira, which is so dangerous, man, especially when we know about boxers who are never the same ever again after taking punches at the back of the head. Even though not all of Chandler's ground and pound was to the back of the head, a lot of them were. 1 is too much, let alone 7. And Keith Peterson didn't even give Chandler a point deduction. He didn't even give him a warning. And he's standing right above them, watching every single punch land. And some of them was the forearm landing to the back of the head, but it doesn't matter. If he's throwing hammer fists and the forearm is hitting the back of the head with a downward force, that's a strike to the back of the head. It doesn't matter if he's trying to land with his fist. In the process, if his forearm is smashing Oliveira, that is cheating, and the referee should be at least given a point deduction. If not, for that many back of the head shots and the fence grabs, glove grabs, and the eye pokes, I'm surprised Chandler was not disqualified. We can always point out that Chandler's very exciting, but at the same time, man, it was one of the dirtiest performances we've ever seen in the modern UFC era. And I don't know what's going on with these referees, man. They're allowing Chris Weidman to knock on an opponent with eye pokes. They're allowing Cesar Almeida to eye poke Ihor Peteria. They're not doing anything about Chandler landing to the back of Charles Oliveira's head multiple times to get a finish. The guy was trying to finish Oliveira with those shots, and he clearly sees where he's landing those. He's looking down at the back of Oliveira's head as he's smashing him with ground and pound. There's no way he doesn't know he's landing to the back of the head. And hopefully Oliveira's okay, man. Hopefully he's healthy and he didn't get damaged from those, as he put on an amazing performance. He was very good. Wrestled Chandler for most of the fight, showed great striking offensively and defensively up until the 5th round, and went 5 rounds for the first time in his career. He's never even been to the 4th round. For the first time, he went to the 4th round, 5th round, and to a 5-round decision, winning 4 rounds out of the 5. A new and improved Charles Oliveira, who I believe should get a title shot next after Islam fights Arman. So I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown, and if you did, make sure to give the video a like, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.